Hi, this is Saint Jerome bringing you another crypto experience. Today is 6/25 and 23, and boy, am I excited. I had a great time at the Litecoin Lisa Clint Westwood happy hour on Friday, June 23rd, just 2 days ago. And that was great. I got to see Clint and Lisa. And I got on for about 7, 8 minutes talking about ballet wallets and how you make an inscription. Saw many of my old friends. I'm going to forget somebody, but saw Polly P and J Mac and uh, Greek crypto. Saw Daniel CoinFlip. Just saw lots of people. It was great. So anyway, I wanted to share just a little bit of the show with you today. Here is what Clint and Lisa do best. They podcast. They have a great rapport with each other, and they're funny many times, and can get serious also. We had the meetup and here's their picture at the meetup. Clint on the left, of course, and Lisa on the right. We're at the Peoria Pizza Works, and let me give a little shout out. Pizza's really good. I had tenderloin and fries for lunch, and deep pan pizza for supper. It was delicious. So there's a little raffle things building up on the table that they use to broadcast from. We see Bobby C. Lee's book on the right side, The Promise of Bitcoin. Three lucky people won those books, courtesy of Bobby C. Lee and Ballet Wallets. So there they are at their best. Let me show you another. Here's a little more distant view. Got Clint, a rare moment, smiling up there. Uh, he doesn't wear his glasses very often, but he wanted to see that day. He wanted to see what was going on. So he caught me as I was taking his picture. And they're in the middle of that podcast there. You see some more things to win in the raffle. Saw some coin flip thermoses. I won one of those. Some silver was given away, some copper bullion, also stickers, photos, a lot of neat little things to do. Here's a little perspective angle. There's myself in the forefront on the left side, and Lisa and Clint broadcasting up there. In front of us is Jason from Indianapolis. I got on the podcast interview by Lisa. I got on at the 57 minutes and 46 second mark, and I talked until the 101 and 52 second mark. So about 5 full minutes or so. What I talked about was I made an inscription for Lisa on a ballet wallet, and we talked about how I did that. Inscription is a sort of NFT that they put on the Bitcoin blockchain. And folks, you can do that right on a Ballet wallet. You take a Ballet wallet and you load it with some Bitcoin, enough to cover the charges. You go to the coin, to Bitcoin, and then you have your choice of NFT. You choose NFT. And then it says Forever Inscriptions. You go to Forever Inscriptions, and you can download an image, which I did. You can download text and I believe a video. I'm not sure about music on there. And then by choosing your resolution rate, low, medium, or high, it will affect how fast you receive the inscription. So the cheapest is low resolution. I did that for a picture of my wife and I, and that was fine. Came out fine. But when I checked with the picture I put of Clint and Lisa, it was way too blurry. So I had to pick the medium range on that, which made it a little bit more costly, not ridiculous. And that was of Clint and Lisa on motorcycle. I will include, we took at Westwood 2022 last year. I'll include that at the end of this video so you can take a little giggle at it too. It's a classic. And then so you send your Bitcoin over there, hit the go forever inscriptions, and choose your resolution we were talking about, and then you choose how fast you want it. Well, if you want it like now, it's pretty pricey. If you want it in an hour, it's somewhat reasonable, not bad. And if you want to go the cheapest rate, you go 24 hours. So I chose for this, since I wasn't going to see Lisa for a couple of days, I chose 24 hours. Well, it was like 36, 48 hours, and it hadn't inscribed yet. I think it eventually will, but people with, it's kind of like gas fees on that one thing. What's that stuff that thinks they're a coin? Oh, Ethereum. Yeah, it's kind of like Ethereum on that part. But I was very pleased with the result. I got the two images on the Bitcoin chain, and they're there technically forever, unless there's no internet or, you know, those kind of things. But as long as there's a blockchain, they will be on the blockchain. And don't make a mistake and send it off that wallet. Goodness sakes. I want to give a special shout out to Grant of Litecoin Underground. I interviewed him about 2 weeks ago. It was a good interview. It's on my podcast site, Crypto Experiences by Saintjerome, and that is his hat I'm sporting there. I don't have my head tilted in the correct way to see that, but I think I have another picture that shows the image. And I found the picture of the hat. It's a little bit blurry, but you get the gist of it there. There's the Litecoin Underground hat that I was sporting. I held it up, and you can see Lisa and Clint there in the background, podcasting away. So a shout out to Grant, Litecoin Underground, good podcaster. I would say if you want to listen to some good information about Litecoin, find his podcast on YouTube. But also he hosts spaces about Litecoin, and the way I understand it, it's every Wednesday night at 9 Eastern time. So for me, that's 8 o'clock. I live in Central Standard Time. So shout out to Litecoin Underground. Then the raffle begun. The first winner was Howie, and Howie won a 1 ounce silver coin. That was the best prize out there. Pretty good darn prize, wouldn't you say? Silver is going to shoot up to the moon, probably as fast as some of those other cryptos are. There's a Moto King, and he is sporting. He won the Promise of Bitcoin by Bobby C. Lee, donated by yours truly, but actually Bobby C. Lee, and taking his picture. I talked to him a bit at Westwood the next day, and he is just so bright about our past currency. He knows everything about the currencies and the marks and things, and it was fascinating what he knew. Very, very well informed on that subject. Then there was Crypto Greek. I don't remember what he won from somewhere in Indiana, but originally from Greece. So now he has a handle of Crypto Greek. Really nice guy. Fun to talk to. Then Jay Mack from Michigan won. He won a black and white of Clint Westwood himself photo showing the Litecoin line, and he's saying that Litecoin is #1, it looks like, in that left hand. I think that's what that says. And there were many others who won prizes, but a crowd favorite coming from everywhere in the world, because that man is a truck driver and he goes everywhere, and he's always fun. Him and I may be the two biggest Jethro Tull fans of all time. I've got a story that's unbelievable for you Jethro Tull fans. Paulie used to help move the instruments, especially the big ones like pianos, for the different groups back in the day. And he was moving Jethro Tull's instruments, and they said they would come back and do a free concert for the moving guys if they would provide instruments. And you know what they provided? Oh my gosh, so hysterical. They provided kazoos. So there it was, the big band Jethro Tull playing on kazoos. Ian Anderson liked it so much, he kept kazoos a lot and would let some of the crowd people do it when they were doing locomotive breath. Oh my gosh, that's a great story. Here he is, Paulie P himself. And that is something else I donated. It is a special nickel. If you flip that nickel and don't forget to call heads, you will win every time. And why is that? It is a two-headed nickel. Hee hee hee. So what was the inscription I made for Clint and Lisa? Here comes the classic. There's an emergency. This calls for a case of Clint Westwood and Litecoin Lisa to the rescue. Clint on his Harley motorcycle, and Lisa with her pink firearm. And there they go, riding off to the sunset to right all wrongs in the crypto world. So then we retired back to finish the night at the Westwood estate. Here is the man cave, bar, meeting place. Many times happy hour has been broadcast from here. Clint usually broadcasts from here when he's doing his weekly podcast with Lisa. Sometimes outside, but usually somewhere near the bar there. So you can see the on-air sign above, and here is what the famous bar looks like, and we'll take a few looks around the room at some of the. It's a museum of crypto and oddities, especially crypto, especially Litecoin. Everybody knows that's the best coin, you maximalist. On the far wall, on the Westwood wall, we have the Westwood established in 2020 at the first Westwood. I've been to 2021, 22, and 23. I unfortunately did not go to the first one. I just kind of getting in cryptos in. So there is Bobby Seeley's book again on the lower right, and the many displays of the photos they took and of the family down there, and it makes a pretty good print on that wall. Appreciate that. Here are the banners and displays above that, Litecoin Manifesto, the chicken card. Welcome to the, what's that say? The poop show? Welcome to the poop show. As we turn to the left from that wall, we get to the door into the bathroom and the beautiful artwork that's on the side. You don't really have to pay to use the bathroom, it's just a sign. And there is a photo of the loft above, going up the loft, and the banners there uh, with the Punisher and Support the Blue right above the bar. Interesting. And the last thing for me to show is a little gift I found, and I gave it to Clint. And by the way, I'm not rooting for Amazon, but I found this on Amazon. It wasn't very bad at all. So what we got here? So if I had it out of the way, so you've got a decanter there, so you can pour your favorite beverage in the rocket ship that's going to the moon. Someone thinks the Bitcoin's going to the moon, and you can fill that with whiskey or wine or something. And then you got your glasses up front. You have LTC, and what do you do with LTC? You hodl, and then you got Doge, and I believe the other one is that what's that thing? Ethereum. I think it's Ethereum in the back. Well, I hitched a ride in my Prius limo. Yes, I have a Prius limo, and I came into the Westwood establishment. So went to happy hour on Friday, had a great time. Got to stay up, meet a lot of the fam I haven't seen for a whole year, and also then next day had a great time at Westwood. It's kind of like Woodstock, except everybody's like not from the 70s, 60s. I guess that was 60s, right? I was like a little kid then. Dang, that was a long time ago. So I'm a boomer. What can I say? And here's a picture to finish with. There is from before. That guy on the right, Saintjerome, is a lot thinner than he was that last year. I have dropped about 80 pounds. So I've been working on my health. I'd advise you do that when you get a little bit older. And Clint in the middle, and Lisa on the left-hand side, and the Prius limo. The front end is a '07 and the back end is an '08, believe it or not. Just like that Johnny Cash song, one piece at a time. Well, it's been great having you here today. If you would please hit a thumbs up and give and a like, that would help the old algorithm, and I can raise the roof on subscribers. Still have my subscriber contest going. I think I'm going to lower it a little bit. I was going for 1,000. I'm at 380 something right now. So when I get to 500, I will give let's see, I'll give about $3 to $5 worth of Bitcoin. It's probably about $5 in, so that's about 10,000 satoshis roughly. And I will just send that directly to a Bitcoin public address that you share with me once you win. So how do you win? As soon as I get the 500 subscriber, the first one to comment on the last video I have done at that time, that I made it, then you will be the winner. The first winner I had was in Great Britain, and I sent him that prize. He was pretty darn grateful for it. So anyway, thank you very much. I do have some codes you can save a little money on down below. Help support the channel and the time I spend doing these. I enjoy doing it. It's a work of love. Love that digital assets. Love that crypto, especially Litecoin. And I'm starting to appreciate XRP and XLM, but don't tell the Bitcoin people and Litecoin people. It's our little secret. Bye. See you next time.